Rolling? Okay, cool. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Too Many Ideas Podcast. This is our 37th episode. And as you can see, we're in a completely different location. We are doing this live from New York. We came out here to visit with a friend. Shout out to Corey for our Friendsgiving. And we said, you know what? We still got to get him an episode this week. So we found a good studio out here in Brooklyn. Shout out to HMD Studios. And yeah, we're doing our episode here. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. Grammys, man.
Talking about the Grammys.
Yeah, 2022 nominations. So let's start with the album of the year. The biggest topic, we're going to go down from there. What do y'all think about the nominees? You know who all the nominees are, both of y'all?
I don't. I didn't keep up to it. I
You didn't
wasn't
keep up?
trying to.
Oh, you wasn't trying to? Why not?
I just feel like we don't. Every year we say we don't care, and somehow, somewhere we talk about it. So I truly don't care.
You truly don't care about the Grammys? What do you care about then?
Just take the music in and call it a day.
So you don't care about none of the Grammy We was just talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it, but I didn't want to spread the word. like
Spread the word about the Grammys? We're not
Yeah.
spreading the word about the Grammys.
Nah,
We're talking
but
about the music.
Every year, someone doesn't win, and we say, "Fuck the Grammys. We don't care about the Grammys." Next year, we like it. They know it. Like at this point, fuck the
Yeah.
Grammys is promotion.
It is. It is promotion.
So it's just like
I'm not saying. I don't think I ever said fuck the Grammys
Well, I know.
because I never really like.
I know I've condoned it.
I
so.
think this is the only year where I've been interested in 90% of like the album of the year contenders. Like a lot of the times it'll be half of them will be people that I know, half of them will be people that I don't.
Yeah.
But for this one, I know all but two, and that's the We Are John Baptiste album, and then the Lady Gaga and I don't know what that
Tony
was.
Bennett,
Was that from like a movie or something?
No,
'Cause-
they do like they have like a thing that they do. They're known to do.
Oh, okay,
like,
so they've done
they've done
projects
stuff
before.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, those are the only two that I didn't know. And honestly, those would be the only two where if they won, I would be like, okay, I'm not exactly like happy about it. But everyone else, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know, Billie, she won last year, right?
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, they actually added Donda in the Taylor Swift last minute.
Yeah, I heard
So
about that.
Yeah. So I think
I feel like they did that for bullshit, though.
maybe, but you know.
Why did they add them last minute if they said, or if there's any reason?
Hmm?
Do y'all know why?
They didn't say.
No, nobody said anything.
But I mean, to put them in the same category, knowing the history, I
Mhm.
feel like that was like a purposefully like done thing.
Yeah, to see people be like, "Oh, I wonder if he's gonna do
if
it again."
That's why when I seen it, like, this is what I was thinking that they would. This is why I would know that the Grammys is just about drama. If they make her win, or not make her, but if she wins again, knowing what Kanye already said about the Grammys, like whoever's in that category, you know?
Do y'all think he's even gonna show up?
Nah,
Yeah,
you think so?
yeah. It's a different type of Kanye we talking about. Someone that just
yeah,
posted
yeah.
TMZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he would.
And if he shows up, because they usually say that like the people who perform are more likely to like get an award, and they also talked about how her is. Was it you that told me? It might have been Adonica that told me how her is like connected to like she has a family member that's on the Grammy board,
Oh wow.
and that's why they think that she gets so many like Grammy nominations.
Oh.
Because out of all those albums there, even though I love that her album, it was a great album, that was the only one that was kind of out of place to me as far as, and it was a good album sonically, but I think out
Like
of
the
all the other
caliber.
albums, yeah, it wasn't as, as widespread as well. No, I don't think.
But there's
you know,
always that
as
album.
far as the album.
There's always that, not even the album, but always that nominee in the Grammys in any selection where it's just like, why you? I feel like. And that might
Well,
just be-
I would have said that about the John Baptiste or the
I would've
Lady
said
Gaga
that.
one, maybe.
I feel like they're all huge in their
Mhm.
market. And I feel
Okay,
like you're
that makes
comparing
sense.
her to kind of like our market and what we normally listen to, and she may be
Mhm.
on the smaller end of that. But I think in the grand scheme of everybody on that list, she may be, I'm not going to say she is, but she may be on the smaller end.
Mhm.
So I think I might be like that. If I would say, like a better term, the indie pick, quotation marks.
Yeah, because I was surprised that her album didn't sell as well as I thought it would.
Yeah.
But it was still a good album. So I guess it's well deserved, but at the same time, that was the one that kind of like stood out to me. Like
Yeah.
Doja Cat, of course, like made sense. Lil Nas X even made sense. Although I was surprised to see him there, it made sense. Donda, of course, made sense, and then
Justin
Billy,
Bieber's really threw me off.
Olivia Rodrigo. He's nominated for a lot of stuff
Yeah.
though.
When isn't he?
I know, but that's like
true.
it threw me off because it just feels like that happened like so long, like not so long ago, but
What,
like
that
it
album?
happened, yeah.
He's dropped like 2-3 albums.
But yeah,
Like in the last 2 years or so, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and with that album, he kind of like played it up because he dropped that, and then he dropped the deluxe,
And
yeah,
and
and
then
then
like
he
a whole
tried
bunch
the
of different
triple
like
chuck deluxe or whatever, yeah.
remixes and stuff like
And that's
that.
the one that's like nominated is the
What?
Triple Chuck.
The Triple Chuck Deluxe.
deluxe one, yeah.
I don't know where he
Interesting.
came up with that name, but he's also nominated for Song of the Year too, or
Beaches.
yeah.
Uh,
That's interesting. I don't think, honestly, that no one should win over Olivia.
yeah.
That's how I felt.
For Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Was it good for you, right?
Song and album.
No, she's nominated for a driver's license.
For
a Song of
that's
the
also
Year.
a good one.
Yeah.
I just
Leave the
feel-
Door Open, Silk Sonic,
I
her,
just feel Silk Sonic already?
yeah,
That's crazy.
and then Lil Nas X, Call Me by Your Name, Happier Than Ever, Billy,
This-
Kiss Me More.
This is why I just don't rather not have a say on this. I just don't understand that.
What?
Silk Sonic just came out.
Which song?
Silk Sonic just came out.
Oh, Silk Sonic. Just Leave the Door Open came out early this
Early
year.
this year, though.
So that that's the recommendation
Song.
for song. Okay,
Song,
okay,
song,
okay,
song,
okay.
song. Yeah, not album.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
no, not album.
Yo, I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
yeah, because it doesn't count.
I don't think it would
It's too
qualify,
late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
confused.
Nah. Leave the Door Open. The song.
I still don't think it was that big of a song either.
Nowhere near as big as driver's license.
Yeah, and then also I would say, I don't know. It's a good song though. I'm not downplaying anything. I just look at it more of like the moments of which these albums and these songs lived in, and I don't feel like no one even touched Olivia.
Yeah, I feel like out of all the songs on this list, if it was anyone, it would be either hers or Call Me by Your Name. As far as like Song of the Year,
Not even.
they kind of like had
I
that.
think-
extent.
I like Call Me
Yeah.
by My Name too, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Driver's-
Because when I think about a song of the year, I think about the songs that have lasted
Mhm.
longer throughout the year and where I've heard them the most. And
Yeah.
I feel like driver's license I've heard since the beginning of the end of last year. It feels like,
Mhm.
and so I think I don't hear it as much anymore.
and,
but like,
and I think the difference a
definitely.
little bit is I feel like it's just straight off of people like liking that song and people boosting that song, as opposed to with Lil Nas X. He does so well at like pushing and promoting and like marketing himself that it's just like you're gonna keep on hearing
yeah,
Call Me by Your Name, and you're gonna hear Call Me by Your Name everywhere you turn. When he was like in album promotion mode, like you couldn't miss that song.
yeah,
Not to
you know.
take anything away from him, which I think he's a great artist, but I don't know. I don't feel like Call Me by Your Name, the song. I like the song, by the way. I just don't think it's song of the year, only because I think the controversy continued that song,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily him, which can still be used. Like people say all good promo, all PR is good promo. So I don't know. Like I said, I like the song, but I don't know. I just feel like it's very hard to compare the two. And that's why I would, when we talked about album of the year off cam, that I would pick him overall to win album of the year. Because like you just said, to me, even if it's a song, if it's a video, his rollout just continue.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Versus a Donda was like, granted he did rent a fucking stadium, but it was like, here's this. You feel me? Olivia had a great rollout as well. Everybody had their own rollout in their own sense. But I just feel like Lil Nas X rollout, with or without him making music, is just relevant. So I don't know. I just like his pick for album of the year. I think it'd be interesting, and I like it.
Yeah.
If I had to pick,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't, like we talked about too, I'm not sure they're going to give it to him just because of like,
because of the controversy.
a little bit, but at the same time, they might give it to him because of that. Like, I feel like the safest pick for them will probably be Doja Cat.
I don't know.
If they're gonna go for it,
Like when I say the safest, I mean like the pick where they could not have any kind of real like backlash. The Grammys could not have any real backlash.
I think Kanye, if I had to be him for a second, I think he'll be fine with Lil Nas X over Doja Cat. Not gonna hold you.
Kanye would be fine with Lil Nas X over Doja Cat.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Um,
So you think he's gonna come up on stage and say, "Yo, Doja Cat don't deserve this award if it's Doja"?
Nah, we'll definitely hear
Mm-hmm.
some lines in the interview or something. Though.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the contestants, the nominees, I think is pretty fair. like I said, I'm just rooting for Lil Nas X all the way around on this one, just because I feel like his project was overlooked. Honestly, I think he put in so much work, promotion, and not even just promotion, but I would just say in a sense of like what he went through, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, all artists go through what they go through to put out what they put out, but I just feel like him alone is still fighting a battle that makes no sense to me because his music clearly says it. You know, he's not hiding it. Well,
Yeah.
he's not hiding anything, so it's like, why is he still going through that?
Oh, you mean dealing with like people getting on to him about being gay and everything like
Yeah,
that?
just his sexuality and what he chooses to do each day of the week, like it's a problem. And I just feel like it'd be different if he was living a life and then singing a different life. But like he's literally telling you who he is every single time he's behind that mic. So I just feel like it's just annoying at this point. And I feel like a Grammy may just shut some people up.
You said
I feel like a Grammy may shut some people up.
Okay.
Maybe just shut a few people up. Like, okay, he's doing something right.
Nah,
But then again,
doubt
he
it.
broke a couple records. So if that can't shut people up,
Yeah,
then what
yeah.
can?
I doubt it's gonna shut anybody up because it's just
I
like
feel like it's gonna like spark some more stuff, you know.
I don't know. I feel like things like that definitely, you know, I hate to use this word when it comes to him, but I think accolades, right? That's what I'm looking for.
yeah.
Definitely make what he wants to do, who he is, acceptable.
Yeah, more valid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't argue Kanye West. Why? Because accolades. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
You feel me? So I definitely, you know, I'm not taking shots to say like, oh, he deserves it because who he is and what he went through. Because that's any artist, you know.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like,
But who he is and what he went through and how he displayed it and
Yeah,
used it
exactly.
throughout that music.
exactly.
Like you gotta commend it.
Oh,
at the
I
end of
got
the
you. I see
day.
what you're
Like
saying.
every
Like you can't hate
every
on
bit
that.
of hate that he got
Yeah.
boasted that album up.
Yeah.
Like
And
and
that-
he turned it all around for like a positive kind of thing towards himself. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm kind
Like-
of saying, because it's like, yeah, you can say you put a lot of work in, but then also there's like some controversy to it. But at the end of the day, this man's a human being, still knowing what he puts out, people are going to literally hate, want him to die for. You know, this is different than a Doja Cat or Kanye West. Like,
Yeah.
you may hate their opinions, you may hate what they say or something, but this man's personality
Himself,
is being
yeah.
And at
attacked.
the end of the day, when you have a lot of controversy around your music and everything, usually people don't like that because the music doesn't come out as great. It seems like it's based off the controversy, but for him, the music, the album, everything was received well, from what I know. You know, and it was, in my opinion, a good set of songs.
Yeah, I was shocked
know?
at how indie, like, I'm gonna use the word indie, but how indie sounding it was. I guess I shouldn't be shocked because Take a Day Trip is like really, really diverse in their production. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was shocked. Early was slow, a lot of slow in there, a lot of like things that pick up instrumental wise, and then the Eminem track, the melody of the same Eminem song, I can't remember. It's like I Don't Want It or I Don't something. If I can't remember the exact name right now, but that's my favorite song on there. I listened to it way more than I thought.
What?
Wow.
The
The
Lil
album
Nas
or
X.
just the song?
That song and a few songs on there. Also the album. Yeah, I listened to it way more than I would have thought. I like it.
Yeah.
I really do.
I would say I haven't really like gone back to it, but in my defense, I haven't really gone back to a lot of music this year, just because like so much new shit is dropping, and it's always something else that I'm looking forward to. So I kind of like every week I feel like I'm going up towards something new.
Yeah,
you know?
it's wild because I've definitely slowed down. Like I used to be trying to keep up and listen to different stuff, and now I'm just like, I feel like me keeping up is not appreciating what's in front of me. Like I just feel like it is what it is. Like I'm still listening to Thug every day.
I would. You mean the last album? Yeah,
every day.
I would agree with that, but it's just like it feels like every time it's someone that I really like. Like when Dijon came out, it was like, okay, I gotta listen to Dijon. I was listening to Dijon heavy for however, I don't know how long it's been out, but I'm still listening to that. I guess that's about this period right here with the Dijon is about as long as albums have been able to like live with me.
Okay.
In the year, you know.
It's like
Was in this year?
this is what I'm listening to. So,
How do you get to that on your Spotify? Like what you're listening to, what
No.
you've been listening to recently?
this right here. I'm talking about
Just like the
Oh,
recently
yeah, okay,
played
okay,
type
okay.
of stuff.
So I got my liked songs, and then I got Donda Deluxe, and then I got the Melodic Blue, then I got
Donda too. I go back to Donda.
Live Evil, you know, Lancey,
Yeah.
and I got Punk, and then I got 2.5 by Amine. That's what I've been listening to.
I finally listened to the Lancey shit. It was good. I liked it. Like,
was smooth.
what was the song that you said that you really liked? Was it the boat song?
The both songs good too. That's where everybody was singing that one
Yeah, it was
Sunday.
hard.
Oh,
That
yeah.
beat go crazy. And then my favorite song on there is Over Me. I feel like
Over Me. Yeah,
God's
yeah,
over
yeah.
me. That one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Um,
that was a good one. I think the songs, because that song had like a transition in it, right?
Which one? The boat
Over
song
Me?
did. Not Over Me.
It didn't. Okay, the boat song. Yeah, I think the boat song might be my favorite then, because I love that transition
It was
that he
hard.
went from. But see, even that though, those are all pretty new albums.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, but I'm
they
not over it.
all dropped within like the last month, except for
Yeah, but I'm not.
Thug dropped within the last month.
And Donda.
Yeah.
And Melodic Blue.
Yeah,
It's literally half.
Melodic Blue is the oldest one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah.
is it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
It's older than Donda?
Donda Deluxe.
Come on, I have to. Like, it's a part of the shit now. If you want me to say what songs I'm listening to, it's part of
Okay,
Donda.
then Donda is the oldest one.
Okay, so
then.
Donda, yeah. I haven't listened to a Donda Deluxe song unless you want to count the fact that he redid to Keep My Spirit Alive, and then he put the other version on there too. So
But let's think, because this will transition to the next part of this Grammy conversation. J. Cole dropped early in the year, and you're not going back to it.
I went to well, with all due respect, I never liked the project to begin with. I said that.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
So, and I also, with all due respect, thought he was gonna drop again because I definitely
Oh
thought
yeah,
it was.
you
I
did
said
say
that.
that.
Yeah,
You
I was
did
just
say
like,
that.
Yeah.
he was I thought he was going to at least drop an EP or something because he was popping out. I was
I-
seeing features again. I was, oh,
I
he's
never thought he was dropped again. I just thought he did his shit backwards.
No, I
Yeah,
definitely thought he was
you
gonna
said
drop.
you did say that too.
I felt like J. Cole's been on his, like, you know what? It's gritty shit, like just eating. Like, oh, nah, y'all think y'all got some. I feel like he's been on his OG shit. So if he feels like it's kind of heating up, let me just drop something right fast. That's how I feel like I was getting from him. I guess I was wrong.
Because you
But I feel like it
remember
is
he said like,
heating up
where's
for
Kendrick, where's Drake, and then you
Yeah.
were like, let me go ahead and like
Remind
drop
people.
real quick.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna come back and just do a little something. I mean, he came with the thug shit, but you don't know how old that song was. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I still believe what I said. I think he's gonna drop something soon. He needs to be in the topic of conversation for me, but I don't think he cares because I mean, it's J. Cole. He knows what he can do.
Yeah,
You feel me? So
and I feel like it's heating up because he's getting a lot of like love for his performances. You know, it's kind of
Yeah, he's
festival
touring and
season.
everything,
You know,
yeah.
tour. Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
So,
So, you
people
got
are
to
really
think.
liking that.
I think I'm looking at it like this.
Does
and I-
Drake? Oh,
and I'm forgetting that a lot of people are now touring again. So yeah, we're forgetting quotation marks because things are moving so fast. But his fans ain't forgetting nothing, and his definitely they not forgetting to pay his bank. So you feel me? Like
Yeah, that's true. Out of those albums that are on the for hip hop album, I do like his album as that's a good pick, you know, and because it's him, it's Donda, it's Drake, of course, it's Nas, and then it's one more. I can't remember what the last one is, but I don't think Nas is gonna win since he won last year, and then I could see Drake maybe winning, but I would like J. Cole to win.
and that's
Do you think Kanye has a chance in that one too?
yeah,
Or no?
it's one or the other. Dummy hungry, but now shout out to all these artists. Shout out to J. Cole. I really just want him to be on his mixtape shit again. I hate when you bring up like the old version of an artist, but like I just feel like he's getting his like OG bag, and I'm not really with it. I want some like grittiness. I want some hunger. You feel me?
I mean, maybe when Kendrick drops, we'll feel it again.
I feel like I base my thing off of the same thing. I don't think that's it, bro. J. Cole is dropping when he feels. Okay, that's it. It could be tomorrow. It could be tonight. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not the case.
I don't know. Oh, Tyler. That was the other one.
Oh, yeah, because that was my pick.
Yeah. How we forget Tyler?
That was my pick.
Yeah, the Grammys do like the award shows are starting to at least.
I mean, yeah,
accept
because they
him.
put him in the black category, which he doesn't like.
Yeah.
the urban. Yeah.
Rap. Yeah, he's nominated
He's
for
the
best
rap.
rap album.
It's funny to me because as he did this album, I thought to myself that if he doesn't get the reward for rap album, I know he's going to be pissed. Because he literally said, 1 year, like, okay, guys, you guys threw me with this urban shit. I didn't make whatever that means.
Oh yeah, urban album.
and then
yeah.
he made Igor, so that was like getting thrown in that category.
Oh, yeah,
But now
I
you're
didn't
coming
even-
out with
I
this.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he literally tried to make a rap
Now
album.
he's like, okay, cool, I'm making a rap album. I can fucking rap. Let me
yeah,
remind you guys.
now they gotta give it to him.
Now you have to. Like,
Yeah.
to me, it's just like, you feel me? It's funny, but we'll see. That was my pick regardless, because I just thought that was the most interesting rap album this year.
Yeah, definitely. I
By
definitely feel like it was
interesting, I
the
meant,
only.
like, it kept me
I'm not going
Yeah.
back to it though. I don't see myself.
I will say I did go back to that one for a short period of time.
Okay.
Like,
And I think the
Maybe
reason
my
why you
time's
guys are
coming,
saying this,
but-
though, and that's kind of what I mean by things moving so fast, is only because you guys are, it's not like you guys are choosing, like, okay, fuck the album. But I think, it's something I do, so I might be just projecting, but it's like, do you guys want to actually go back, or is it because so much music is dropping you want to keep listening to it? Because to me, if you just stop and be like, okay, let's just use an example. Future drop, Travis drop, Cole drop. We're all going to sit there and rush to it. But if you just wait, like, okay, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think you would still be going back to these
Probably,
projects.
yeah.
But it's because of the fact that you're like, oh, yo, you know, because we're going to have to talk about it, discuss or whatever. Like I said, with the Grammys, I didn't really care for it. And outside of those two things, those two nominees and stuff that he brought, I don't know anything else. I don't know what other project is being nominated or what the artist is being nominated for anything else. I'm just choosing not to keep up with it. And that's how I feel about it. Like, what he talked about with Dijon is true. Like, I was more into that. You know, I was happy as fuck for Thug.
Yeah.
And people are over Thug already.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, no, I think this project is great. I think it's personal. I love it. Donda as well. I honestly think, and this is a hot take, but I think Donda might be my favorite album ever. Because I feel like that's the only project I've ever listened to where what mood I'm in, there's something on that.
Something.
We can find something on there, you know? I'd be mad as shit. I'd be mad as shit like, Donda. And I'm like, I'm going to relax now, you know?
Yeah.
That's just right now, though. And at first, I didn't feel like that, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just feel like lately, this is, like I said, it might be just me projecting or whatever. Just lately, I've been able to, like, that album isn't going anywhere. Let me just continue listening to this.
Yeah, continue
you know?
listening to what you're...
Because I wasn't going to listen to 2.5.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to listen to that yet because I liked what I had already.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to get to a meeting later. And I was like, you know what? He's been on a roll for me. Let me do it. And now
you're listening
I'm listening to that. So I think it just really depends.
And then I also think it's like, I agree with that. But when I say like going back to an album, I guess I mean going back to like listen to the full project. Because I still feel like I go back to like songs from, you know, Tyler shit. Like my favorites, like Corso. And then,
that's my favorite. One of my favorites
what's
too.
your name? Like two favorites, whatever. So, but like as far as going back and listen to the album top to bottom, even with Donda now, I don't do that because it's just like, and I feel like that's kind of what you're saying. You go to Donda for a song here and a song there. I don't know if you go back and listen to the
Full
project
album?
top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been that type of person. There probably is still a lot of people that do that. I don't know if any really. I don't know if Levi does that. But what I mean by going back to the album is like just, it may be for a song, but you end up listening to more than one. That's what I mean. And I do that with all those, so I just play it. Like, when I was flying here, I just put 2.5 on. That's it. I just really started at the top and called it a day. You feel me? So, like I said, I just think it's more about sticking with, I guess, what you choose to, just make a decision like, okay, those songs aren't going anywhere, and then figuring it out from there. I think Tyler's project is a little bit more hard to digest as time move on because it's rap, so it's just purely like in your face, a little bit more aggressive. But I do believe when I go back, at least I listen back to more than one song. It can be from just MK Young Boy's verse to Corso.
Yeah.
To just hear my boy scream over a track. So you know what I mean? Excuse me. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I think the Tyler project, like I said, may just be on the least. Yeah. Because of the fact that it's so aggressive rather than all the other albums we named. But I still think it's up there, and I definitely think it should win rap album.
Yeah, I agree.
He's definitely putting in so much work right now, and especially like the emotion and like stuff that he puts into his album. Not to discredit anybody, but you see that, you see his passion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just all about. To me, when it comes to these nominees, even comes to like our preference, it all depends on the time and space. And that's why I said what I said about the whole, you know. If you just chose to stop, what would you be listening to? You know, I feel like that's
chose to stop.
Like, if you just chose, like, okay, for the next 4 months, I'm not listening to new music. What are you gonna listen to? I feel like we might be having a different conversation right now.
So let's see. If you had to, since we're getting to the end of the year, if you had to pick, like, if next year started and you could only listen to what, 3-4 albums, what would you be picking? As your 3-4 albums, like albums from this year, let's say it like that. So albums from 2021 and 2022, if you can only pick 3 or 4 that you had to listen to, you couldn't listen to no new shit all 2022. Yeah. No old shit, no none of that. You just have to pick 4 albums from this year.
Just this year, right?
Let's do 3. Let's make it a little tougher. 3 albums from this year.
It's not that tough, but all right.
I think I'm doing Tyler and Donda for sure. No, like from
you know, I'm just saying that was an easy pick for you,
no,
but like
I'm saying because we said that all of these from this year that we're going back to.
Yeah, but
that you're picking.
Yeah,
keep what you're picking.
It just threw me off because no one was co-signing them before.
Tyler and then Donda. Okay, come out the gate with 2 heavy hitters right there.
Let's see.
Oh man,
What else we got?
I honestly don't know if I would put Donda on my everyday like listen list.
You're wild.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, it's a mood like you can find something.
Yeah, that's true. I might just put it on there because of the length. But for me, I'm trying to think of like albums that aren't just like the big name albums, like Tyler, Donda. I know I'm putting Dijon on there, regardless.
That's interesting.
I'm probably doing. I might do James Blake, to be honest with you.
That's even more interesting.
Really? You like that album a lot?
I do.
Like top to bottom? Did you like it top to bottom? We never really like dove into James Blake's album when it came out. But I know you listened to it.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to see if he was. Did he do a tour?
Not that I haven't seen.
I thought he was
anything.
planning a tour. I don't know if it started yet.
If I had to pick 3, I'm going with Jasmine Sullivan. Of course, Donda.
Jasmine Sullivan, that's an interesting choice.
Of course, Donda. And then my last pick maybe between. My last pick is hard, so it may be between Lil Nas X, Adele, or Amine. But I don't think Amine counts. That's a mixtape. Doesn't count. So.
It does.
No.
Oh, you couldn't listen to Amine next year. You couldn't bring it in.
Nah. You said album. You specifically said album.
And that would be the only music that you could listen to
Nah,
for the year.
Nah, bro. He's a mixtape. That shouldn't count. But anywho,
Honestly, I might do Dijon, her, and Tyler.
y'all are so weird to me. He's over here saying her doesn't make any sense. Says her name for the album
But
he'll
what
listen to.
I said that for the Grammy, but what I said was that I love that album top to bottom.
So, and
Like,
you're going with that for the rest of your year, or the rest of next year, I should say.
yeah.
And then you
it's
weren't
something
saying
I'm gonna
nothing
listen
about
to
Tyler.
top to bottom.
He wasn't saying nothing about Tyler, and now all of a sudden you get Tyler. Like, I'm so confused.
If I'm looking, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Donda alone to me has an aspect of all that we said. Like,
Yeah.
singing, feels like, so I'm definitely there for like listening
That's
to
why I
that.
would put it on there, but I was trying not to choose Donda.
Yeah.
Definitely, y'all just trying to be indie. You're trying to be different. But yeah, I'm picking Donda, and I'm picking
Jasmine Sullivan was an interesting choice. That was a good album though.
Yeah, I'm
Was
definitely
that
picking.
this year? I could have sworn that was last year.
It always feels like it was last year, but I'm almost like 1,000% it's 2021. I'm gonna double check though.
Yeah, double check that. And then what was your third one? Oh, you said Lil Nas X or somebody
Question.
else. What's up?
Does faces count?
No, he doesn't. I was gonna say that too.
No,
So it's
it doesn't count. That's just a cheat code. Of course, you picking
Yeah,
faces.
it's 2021,
Okay.
Wow,
right?
2021 feels so fucking long, man.
Yeah, so
that feels like it was forever.
I just feel
ago.
like my only thing with her project did to me is there's a lot of ups and downs for me. Like I'm like, okay, I'm cool off of this, but then it's like ups, and I'm cool off of this. But yeah, definitely got her in there. I just think she's extremely talented as hell. So I love her music.
Yeah, I was happy to see her album come out and how well it's been doing
Yeah,
recently.
living in its own space,
Yeah,
especially. It's
yeah,
fire.
exactly.
I do have
You got another pick?
I got a couple. There's the I like the Alpha by Charlie Day Wilson. Did you guys
listen to it?
that
No,
one?
I know you're talking about though.
Yeah. But that was I forgot about that one. It's definitely the Brittany Howard tape.
There was somebody else.
Brittany Howard tape.
Brittany Howard. It's she's with Alabama Shakes, and she did her solo, but it's all of covers like with her in it, but like
Oh, covers. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Pretty dope.
I think I brought this up before, but did either of y'all see Beautiful Boy?
You did
On
bring it up, but
Amazon.
I haven't seen it yet.
No,
I haven't seen it yet either.
you know, Stanford, he stays in his little like corner and doesn't ever drop music. He's got a new song on there.
Oh,
on
really?
on the album soundtrack. I had to look it up
Wow.
because I thought it was an old song because it sounds so like in his space that he's always been in. But yeah, he got a new song on there. It's really good.
Wow.
Like I go back and listen to that song from
Maybe,
that.
maybe he's peeking his head out.
Nah, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. It was just that song. If you watch the movie, when you hear the song, it's absolutely like perfect for when it comes out.
I mean, he had to make it, right? So he's doing something. I would say he's peeping his head back out.
But do you think him peeping his head back out is gonna get us like an album of some sort from him anytime soon?
Yeah. I mean,
At least a start of something.
I think Sanfa's gonna come out and drop next year. He's not the type of person to me that's like gonna lead up to it. Like it's gonna be a short lead up. So it's not like he'd have started now.
Because
How long has it
Process
been
was when? I'm about to look it up for
3?
you. I think it's been.
maybe
I think it was 2018. Maybe.
4.
Yeah, 2018
Yeah,
was
it's
the
4.
last time.
2017.
Yeah, see. So yeah, I definitely think something's coming out. And it's gonna be I mean, you gotta remember when he drops crazy good visuals, crazy good everything. So
Yeah.
I
Because
think
I really like that short film that he did for the album was just
Yeah.
like top tier, 10 out of 10.
I think
you know?
he's dropping, and for sure Frank is dropping next year.
Okay.
If both of them can't drop in the same year, that's too much good.
We already
music,
covered
man.
this.
I would
like,
love. I would love
earlier.
if they did. I would really love if they did.
I think they are. If at least a single, that's minimum.
Oh, that's what you mean by dropping. They just gonna drop something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like more confident than anything that Frank will be dropping something next year, and I really mean music. But
Yeah.
songful, I can't be that confident with. It's not
Yeah.
like at least
Do
Frank
you
has
expect
been.
like albums or more like how Frank does his
I'm
like
not-
Lucy drops?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Frank's in the sense of an album anymore, just because of where his state of mind might be. I mean, Homer, I would assume is doing very well for him. And then at the same time, though, it's just like, I feel like he was already gearing up before he lost his brother. So I don't know. I feel like it might be hard to like. I feel like that album may have.
reset?
Yeah, I feel like that album may have gotten scrapped.
Could have.
Because he's not in the same place anymore. I'm
Yeah.
not too sure, but
Yeah.
I do see something coming. I do believe he's already been out more in the public eye.
Yeah.
And he's been seen a lot more. So I
So
he's in a better headed space, I would say.
when is he at Coachella?
I
2023.
have no idea.
Mm,
It's 2023 or 2024. Whenever Coachella is doing it again, because they're not doing it next year. It's not next year. It was postponed for like 2 years.
No. Because it was because they were doing it a year, and then he was the year after they was coming back to do it.
Oh, really? I thought they pushed
Yeah.
it back like 2 years or something.
No,
Like
I'm about to look it up. But I think they have a Coachella coming up this year or either next year, and then he's the year after. He's not the first year that they do.
that. I thought they pushed it back like a year or two.
Frank's headline Coachella. You going?
Yeah, especially if they push
gotta
it back.
try to go. Like,
You know, trying.
Make an attempt. Okay.
Two
yeah,
years.
Coachella is 2022,
Also, so it is next
April
year.
15th to the
Yeah, so-
24th. But I think he's doing 2023.
Fact check it. Figure it out. If he's doing 2023, I'm there.
I don't think they even have like a list of like people for 2022.
Just Google
right
it.
now.
It's Frank. I'll do it.
Frank Ocean, Coachella.
No, I remember seeing that. It did say 2023, but they could have got it confused. But I'm pretty sure it is 2023 because I think they just moved their moved their stuff back
Just back
like
a
a
year.
couple of years because they didn't do it in 2020. They didn't
Frank
do it
Ocean
this
is
year.
headlining Coachella 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
we got time to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So,
time. Yeah, I'm there. Okay.
plenty of time,
Okay.
and that's probably like our only chance ever to see Frank Ocean live
Yeah.
at this point.
Bro, you know how many albums he's going to have worth to perform then? 2.
That's a whole two.
Really think about it. Like,
Yeah.
really just a whole 2.
Wait,
Oh,
oh,
let's see.
what you mean?
Yeah,
Hopefully
possibly
three.
3. Yeah.
He's only have 2 albums.
Oh,
We're saying it's like it's about to be like crazy amount of. I mean, it is a big crazy amount of songs, but like,
you know Frank is gonna take every single one of them songs slow. Like
Yeah.
we're getting like an hour.
Yeah, we're getting it.
oh no, we're definitely gonna get a great show. That's not what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but it's just funny to think about. We're gonna get 2. If
mean,
if it
it's-
was to be today, it'd be like 2 albums.
Does he ever perform anything from like
No.
he
Yes,
don't?
he can't.
He can't.
He can't. He has to
Why
pay
can't he?
You talking about American? I mean, I say American Wedding. Are you talking about Nostalgia Ultra?
Yeah.
He can't. He doesn't own any of that.
Ah.
That
Like he
jam?
got. Y'all didn't see that when he tried to perform. Damn, I don't want to quote the wrong song, but I know which one with Hotel. Which one's
American
that?
Wedding.
That's American
Yeah,
Wedding, right?
American
Okay, so I was right.
Mhm.
Yeah, they tried to like sue him or something. It was like 30 seconds worth too,
Wow.
because they own that. They own that beat. They own everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Def Jam owns that. Is that
I
the
don't think
label that he was on then?
no.
He was
not-
on.
Who y'all thinking wrong? The artist.
The
artist.
Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah, they
oh,
didn't-
because a lot of that
Yeah,
album is
Exactly.
covered.
It's covered. They didn't
that's
approve
what
of
you're
that.
saying.
I remember him.
Got
saying-
it,
I remember
got it,
reading
got it.
that he was
I
just like
forgot about that.
he was like he really wanted to figure out a way to like get that album out, but
Mm-hmm.
people are being assholes. Like he said it like in a funny type of way that
Yeah.
he was
Okay.
losing
Okay, that
a
makes
lot
sense.
of money
That makes
to try
sense.
to do that.
But he has what?
'Cause I don't think-
Channel Orange.
Which is funny, which is crazy. I don't think none of those people like approved of that. Like
Yeah.
till this day they don't like it type shit.
Mhm.
I remember watching something or reading something when one of the artists was just like, "You don't mess with work" or something just timeless, some shit like that. Basically, you're not approving of it, even to this day.
The Coldplay one I know was cool with them.
Because
Cool.
he got so much off of that though. I think
Yeah.
that's why people those artists didn't really like it.
I don't know if you know the story behind that, but that's the reason why he did those covers
Mhm.
was because, so this is at this point in like music internet and stuff. I'm not sure if it was accurate enough to like say this is 100% true, but I remember trying to keep up with Frank early on and all this type of shit. And it was quoted that he said, or someone may have said that he did that whole project because he wasn't getting respect from his label. So he started covering shit and doing shit, and then he just put that out.
Because he was mainly a songwriter. Like, there wasn't, like,
but that was when he was, that's when he was trying to shift. Like, I can do this myself.
Yeah.
And he put that out. And he just put it out to put it out. And it just, grew over time. Agelessly, fine wine, everything. And it just blew up. And then his label wanted to start to push that.
Yeah.
But it was way too expensive. And so that's when he made, I believe that's when he started Channel Orange.
Shout out to Dissect.
But then again, he has 3 albums. Because he does perform Endless.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, on Channel Orange, he did like...
Oh, yeah, they did the Channel. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but he performs Endless, too. So he can perform Bond, Endless, and
all of that. Yeah, I forget Endless. So
yeah.
That counts.
Endless
That's
is
a good
one of the most slept on, like, albums.
I don't think it is.
Because I don't feel like enough people... Well, I don't know if it is now, because I feel like last year-ish, people started like going back and talking about how good Endless is.
I feel like we guys, this is actually a prime example of what I was saying. Like, we
moments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were so ready to move on because we were like, oh, Frank only just dropped that to get out of something. When in reality, it's Frank Ocean.
When we first listened to it, though, we liked Endless.
Yeah, but we were ready to move on because we knew what it stood for. Or not even what it stood for. Frank never confirmed that like that album was trash or here's his album. That was more of a rocky and in the world thinking like, oh, he finessed, you know? Not saying that's not what he didn't do, you know? But I'm just saying like that kind of perceived thing kind of threw it off for people. You know, like, oh, Frank Ocean's a genius.
Are you talking about people
Because for me personally, it was like Endless, and then I moved on to Blonde. I'm sure like most people did. And then it wasn't until I got my CD and my vinyl for Endless that I completely moved off of like pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
And then Endless like stayed in my CD player.
See, I would say that when they both came out, I would be listening to Blonde a lot, but I would literally like watch Endless. Like I would turn it on the TV and like
I think that's the only controversy I would give it is the fact that it was a video. I think that was the more smart play of Frank. Because if there were actually songs listed on an album, traditional album, like how they have it, I think it would have blew up a lot faster.
Yeah. Because
at the end of the day, it's Frank Ocean, so the lack of music from him would have any album from him would continue to age well. You know, so it's like it's a hand-in-hand thing. It's like, hey, this is Frank Ocean. We just got the last album from him, Endless. Oh, it's a video though? Ugh. You know, but people are going to listen, because that's the way they have to listen. And now we got different ways to go about listening about it. But still, I think it's only because of that moment. Like we said, he kind of did like that though. So it may be on purpose because Blonde was more of the I think that'd be an interesting interview to have with him. Just to ask about like what was his intentions with that, because I don't feel like Frank Ocean's the type of person to be like, oh yeah, that was just to get me out of a deal.
Yeah, he's never confirmed that ever. Yeah.
So I definitely think that played a part. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think the album was like, oh yeah, it's just a scrap album. You know.
Yeah.
So,
it probably was something that it was probably songs that he had that were like unfinished, but were maybe intended to be finished, but that he decided like, okay, I can give these away essentially.
I don't know. I just don't feel like he would do something like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think so.
So what's your theory?
I don't have one. I'm not even gonna try to like get one. I believe it was an album already, type shit. Like,
it's just the way that it was presented and how like rough it sounded, but it sounded finished in some ways on his parts, but not on like the in totality of the song.
My favorite song from him of late. What's the acoustic one? The one he dropped. It was like A and B, right?
Yeah.
Coyote?
Canado. Oh no, that's the one in Spanish.
You talking about
April?
Dear April. Yeah, Dear April.
Dear
to me, that sounds like Endless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this may have been a sound that he may have been, already.
If you want to look at it, Cayendo sounds like Endless. Not the fast one, the slow one.
No, I'm saying like those two in general, it was like A and B, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Those songs in general sound like it literally could have been on Endless. So I feel like this was just a sound he might have been playing with. You know? Maybe a full album that he considered at one point, which is like maybe not. And I'm not too sure, but I definitely don't think it was just like loose songs.
Since those singles sound like endless. Do you think that biking and Lens and what's the other one he did? Provider.
Yeah.
Sound like Blonde.
No, I think those are the most standout tracks he's dropped.
Yeah.
Like they literally stand
Well,
out.
and
by
Chanel.
themselves.
That's
Chanel
what I
as
was
well.
about to.
Yeah, all on.
That's what I was about to get into saying. Like, even though he dropped Cayendo and Dear April afterwards, I think the sound that he's probably going towards is more so like the Chanels and the
You think so?
yeah. the
Wow,
Providers
okay.
and
I
the-
would be shocked. I would like that, but I'd be shocked.
Cause I think like basically when you look at like Dear April, I feel like Dear April and Cayendo, I think he was getting those out of that previous sound, or
Yeah,
maybe it'll be a
wow.
combination type of thing. Maybe that's why he brought them back
You know,
and dropped them later.
did,
You know,
DHL
And
and
In My
yeah,
Room.
yeah. And I think all those sound kind of like cohesively, and you know how they put it on that little. Whenever he would drop it, the little cover with the different
Yeah.
pictures at the bottom and everything. I think that was intended to be like a cohesive type of project type of thing. But with Frank, you know, anything could change based off the feel and the emotion. But regardless, you know, we'll get something eventually.
I'll be
I could see an album next year.
I'd
I
be
could see-
shocked
or
if
at
we
least
get
a
some
pack of
Chanel
songs.
like Provider type music.
Yeah,
He's never touched that. You know, so I don't know.
But
And
if you look at
Provider is
that-
amazing. Lens, come on,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's one of my favorite songs from him.
Yeah, for real. But if you looked at that, those covers, there was like 10 other songs down there.
Yeah, but it was getting
Songs, but
it
I
was
think,
getting
yeah.
in the same groove though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like the In My Rooms. I like the
Yeah.
DHL sound. So I'll be shocked if somehow somewhere there was some more, I guess, acoustic upbeat music in there too. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, I should say, but I'll be more like, wow, he did that. You know, he
Yeah.
was able to blend it, I should say.
Yeah. We'll see. I feel like we'll get some more Lucy's at least next year. You know, some I'm not sure about, but we'll have to find out. Yeah, I think it's a good time for us to wrap up, man. Good conversation. Yeah.
Another episode, another day.
Yeah,
Mad chill vibes.
we in New York, man.
Yeah.
Got a
I just
long
wanted
day.
to
Got a long day ahead
get
of
a
Yeah.
us.
little episode. Yeah, we
Seriously.
do. Gotta go everywhere.
Speaking of Frank,
What?
What?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we're
everybody-
going
we're going to
Homer.
Homer
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
These boys about to ball out. I'm about to.
No,
I'm
no,
definitely going to put
this boy right here.
I'm going to put
he's
on
about
my.
to ball
I'm
out.
going to put on my story as if I
Yeah.
had any part of
I'll
this.
let you
Yeah.
hold the chain. I got you.
Let you hold the chain.
Hey,
don't
I'm part of the
don't do
game.
him like that.
I'm part of the game. That's hard. Nah, for
Let
real.
you hold the chain.
But all right, yo.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
When we are out of here.